lovers. Boy, what a long hot summer it was. Who we got in here? Numismatic Picker. We got Bill 457. How you doing? I know you guys have been waiting for a little while, and I'm still not ready, but we're going with it. We had some technical troubles earlier. I hadn't streamed in so long that I had to catch up with some of the YouTube changes and whatever. So that's always fun. Some of you guys know how that is. We're gonna do a giveaway today, a little bit more toward the end of the stream, and tell you, like I said, it's been a long, hot, difficult summer for everyone. Seems like, but one by one, people are coming back and doing broadcasts again. I saw one from Miss Beth today. Really good to see Miss Beth doing well. And Lemonhead's back. Saw him, and always good to see Lemonhead. Let me see if I can do something here with this. How we do? Move that out of the way. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Just trying to get oriented again. I'll tell you, Hoogie does better with power tools than he does with computer tools, and so you know what that means. It means lots of headaches trying to do things like just like a simple YouTube stream right here. Now, tell you it had gotten to where I didn't want to do any streams anymore, and didn't feel like fooling with it too much. Some people said that I should go to sort of a coin rehab kind of thing, and I didn't do that. In fact, I wrote I adopted a little song about that, but tried to send me back to coin rehab. I said no. How's it go? Let's see. Got my PV pick. Yeah, so it's like try to send me back to coin rehab. I said no. Try to send me back to coin rehab. I said no. I ain't got the time. Mrs. Hoogie says I'm fine. Yeah. Tried to send me back to coin rehab. I said no. So I learned a little song. That one you may recognize, Amy Winehouse song. The late Amy Winehouse, and when she was sober and clean, or moderately sober anyway, boy, she was a talent. But she didn't go to rehab, unfortunately. Now, we got a message from our sponsor. Everybody knows Riser. And the official toilet paper of the favorite toilet paper now of Abraham Lincoln, the Riser's Treasure Hunting Emporium survival pack size of toilet paper. Riser's Treasure Hunting Emporium toilet paper. It goes where you do. Now, we had some great pickups earlier in the summer, and just thought I'd take a look at some of those, and we might even look a little bit at the VAMs and get all nerdy, just nerd out like Chad says over at CFA. Which, by the way, he's doing a great series on the VAMs right now. Check out CFA and check out those the 100 VAMs. I don't think he's doing the top 100, but he's doing 100 of them, and very good stuff. Take a look over here. Here's a coin, 1878, first year of the Morgans. This one I bought from Robert Lawson over at CoinOp on one of his auctions. Actually, I bought 2 of these on different occasions. This is the only one that's left. NGC graded MS63, and she's a beauty. The lots of luster, which you can see here, and the reverse is very, very nice. And boy, these check my note here. Yeah, the 1878 8 tail feathers, which we can count them. We can try to count them. It's really hard in this case, but the 8 tail feathers would have a little connecting place right here between the A and the east wing. This one is, it's really, it looks to me like there is a space in between there. But we got the straight feathers over here, straight feathers on the arrows, and we got, let's count them, God, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tail feathers. All right, the very first rendition of the Morgan Silver Dollar, the 8 tail feathers. And this one, unlike a lot of them, has actually gone up in value in the last, say 8 or 9 years. A great many of the Morgans have lost value, especially in mint state 65. I don't know the reason for that, but if people have been buying Morgans as an investment, they've been taking a bath for a good while in general, but not, I said not, on the 1878 8 tail feathers. It has grown, come up slightly in value. So that was a good pickup. And more recently, we picked up this one, which is 1886 MS62. Well, you say it looks just like the other coin that was MS63. This one actually does have more chatter marks and bag marks on her cheek. Excellent luster. This is a very nice coin. And at MS62, it fills the void that was in my collection for the 86S very nicely. So let's flip over here. I don't believe there are any valuable VAMs for the 86S as I recall, but let's see if this is going to work. Now, last time I tried to go to VAM World, I had the wrong browser going. It was a while back. But let's try this. There. It's not coming up in front of here because I got, yeah. I don't know if I can do it. I have to work out the technical parts of that. So anyway, we'll have to take Hoogie's word for it on that. But I don't believe there are any particularly valuable VAMs. Most of the VAMs are not valuable. Most of them are just there, and depending on the rarity of that particular one, say like the Scarface. This a big die crack right across Anna Willis's face like this, and it's, you know, it's really famous and valuable. Everybody wants one, and that coin, you know, commands a huge premium. Now it says here we've got 2 viewers, so looks like you guys are it. The VAMs can be very valuable. Most of them are not. Most of them outside of the top 100 and the hot 50 and all of those, which you can see on VAM World. They're all delineated there in the left column on their home page. You can look them up real easy by date. Michael Mullins is here. Good to see you. And Michael, by the way, we're going to do a little giveaway here in a little while, so you guys are not going to have a whole lot of competition. You'll be glad of that. We also had another pickup earlier this summer, and I'm going to have to juggle my software around a little bit and go over to my USB scoop. Okay, this one, also MS63, is an 1899 filly in mint state, and she is a beauty too. Look at the luster, excellent cartwheel luster. Very few bag marks on this one. This is mostly just chatter marks scattered all around. Hector's here. Good to see you, Hector. First time in the stream channel. You came at a good time. We're looking right now at some slabbed Morgan coins that I picked up this summer, and you'll be glad to know that you missed my guitar playing. So, you know, you're off to a good start already there, Hector. We got the 1899. 1899 is a great key date, but nobody pays it any attention. The 1899 filly, there was 330,000 of these made. That puts it in the realm of say, 1885 Carson City. But the 1885 Carson City has that Carson City allure to it. It's a little more, you know, got a little more appeal. I would say sex appeal, but that would be kind of weird. Then I'd definitely have to go off to rehab and work that out. But you can see the back of this, the reverse side of the 1899 is just about flawless. It's a fantastic reverse. So sometimes the reverse can hurt the grade of the coin, but it really cannot improve the grade of the obverse. And this one, I don't know, PCGS on another day, they may have graded it instead of a 63. They might have given that one a 64. But that's okay. We'll take it. It's an excellent addition to my collection. And picked that one up this summer while I was out. The 1899. I'm debating. There's a lot more to talk about with this coin. I call it the nerd coin of the key dates, and we'll see if I get myself in gear and find some time to do a little more research, and maybe we'll do one at the coin seminar weekend coming up in November about the 1899 nerd coin of the key dates among the Morgans. Nothing wrong with the 1899. She's just not as, you know, she's just not as sexy as say the 85 Carson City. She's just kind of sitting over there in the corner, like, you know, like a teenager at the dance. But in addition to all of that, we picked up this, and you say, Hoogie, that looks like it might be cleaned. That looks like kind of a dull, lifeless coin right there. And why are you showing us that? Well, it's an 1894, and by the way, all 1894s are very valuable and scarce. This one is 1894. Filly comes in at extra fine 40, graded by PCGS, and it's a really valuable coin, you know. Even in this shape, it's worth a lot of money. And not sure, no, I didn't look this one up. I'm not sure how it's performed here lately as in terms of value, but as a rule, the key dates, this is more of a major key date. The 1899 is a key date, but it doesn't get much attention from collectors, and so I call it kind of a also ran semi-key date. But it is a key date. 1894 Philly is certainly a key date. 110,000 minted in 1894. The economy in 1894 was really lousy, and they didn't make many of these silver dollars at all. So, and there you go. You can see lots of abrasions and marks and stuff like that all around the coin. That's why I got the XF70 or XF40. Take a look in particular whenever you're looking at these tough date Philly coins, and check this area right here where the mint mark would be if it were a different mint. If it were not a Philly mint, say if it was a New Orleans mint. Now the New Orleans 1894 coin is also very valuable, so they don't monkey around with it much. But if this were instead of an 1894, say if it was like a 1901 Philly, you certainly want to check and double check, especially if it's not certified, especially if it's on eBay. God, I see one there almost every day. This area right in here where the mint mark would be, you can often tell that that's been played with. There's been an O or something removed from there, and then they've scuffed it up, dirtied it up, added silver solder to it. Anything that looks unnatural, just run away from the altered Philly, the artificially Philly coins, because people do it. Now I did have some pictures of it. I lost them. I don't know what I did with them. But the 1901 Philly, sometimes on the 1894 Philly, although it's less prevalent, and maybe the 1904 Philly, you see it there a good bit too. Now let's take a look over here. There I am. Now here lately, I gotta send out a shout to Phil. Everybody knows Phil, Bella's dad, aka Phil is the name of his channel. Bella's dad, aka Phil. I think I put his stuff in the I don't know if it copied since I had the technical trouble, but Phil has gone to the trouble to actually establish a 501c, whatever the number is, 501c nonprofit entity to collect and distribute money for people in the coin community that are legitimately having trouble. That means he had to set up a board of directors. And Michael Mullins, I believe you're familiar with some of this stuff, but the board evaluates the people that come forward, and there's already been a handful of people already benefit from it. He's going to do another probably half of his auction today, sometime this afternoon. So Bella's dad, Phil, aka Phil, is the name of his channel. Look him up. I'll try to get a link on there, and hit the auction. He also has over here on my magic whiteboard, he set up a PayPal account using this email, just all one word, Community Rainy Day Fund at yahoo.com. You can donate there anytime. So believe me, folks, it can happen. It can happen to you. It's happened to people you know probably. And Phil is doing a lot of work to help these folks out. So he had an auction yesterday at 4 o'clock. That's typically what he's going to be doing every Saturday afternoon. I think the first Saturday of the month. So hit the bell for Bella's dad, aka Phil. And we spend a lot of time amassing earthly stuff, but that one there, you know, might build up a little treasure somewhere else. So please do check out Phil. He'll be on this afternoon sometime. Now we got here a really nice, and people do this all the time. See, look up, see how great it is. Well, yeah, you can kind of see it. Lots of luster. Can't really see the date on it, can you? I don't know. It's on there. Let's put it over here. And yeah, it's okay to handle silver coins with your fingers if you're careful. You're less likely to drop it. And do not touch the face of the thing with your fingers. They do it that way at the grading companies all the time. Let's see here. We got our scope all lopsided. And all right, this is going to be our giveaway coin today for some lucky person. It is an 1884. And this one, although it's a common date, it is the rarest of all finds. There's Lincoln. How you doing? This is the rarest of all finds because this is not only a Morgan. This has the O mint mark, which is very difficult to see from here. I may have to move it upstairs to get a good shot of it. Now these gooseneck USB cameras, they have their problems, and this is one of them. They're real wiggly and strange to use. But if you're looking at slabbed coins, they are beneficial because you can look at them at an angle instead of straight on and get glared at. Get the glare straight off of the plastic. Well, you have to trust me. There's an O mint mark on there. Golly. And it doesn't want to focus. Maybe I could hold it up to the camera like everybody does. But you get the idea. We'll put it up here. You can see it there. Yeah, you can really see some detail now. There's our reef. There's our O. You can check it for VAMs at your leisure. I don't think it has a valuable VAM to it. I give it a cursory glance, and I certainly don't have them all memorized, but most of the time you can recognize the doubling if there is any, and I don't see anything like that. Or if there's a serious die crack or some other anomaly. You can see it's got great detail. It's uncirculated. This one actually I got at my awesome LCS. My LCS is run by a guy named Steve Twitty. Steve Twitty is really good with the silver dollars. He's made a lot of money buying and selling silver dollars, Morgans and peace dollars. And we've become good friends, but he graded this one. I think it was at MS62, and but it's a raw coin. But it's, you know, it's great. It's on good authority that it is definitely mint state. Now these here, while we got the coin up this close, and I hope y'all can hear me good. Lincoln says he never gets notifications. Well, there hadn't been any notifications out of the hobby shop this summer. It's been too flipping hot. I about had a heat stroke every day. Finally, the heat broke just on yesterday morning, sometime between 4:30 and 6:30. No kidding. The temperature just dropped. Now, looking at this up here, so I can get a look at some of these curls. The details on the Morgan are always interesting to me. This big curl over here, great big lock of multiple locks of hair. They call that, what do they call that? Anybody know? I'll give you just a few seconds to chime in. But if you look on VAM World, they have a tutorial about grading the VAMs, and you can go through there, and it has a diagram of the coin and arrows that point at various details and shows what they're called. Like like over here, that's her mouth, that's her nose. That big curl right there, what do they call that one? The bun? No, it's not the bun. That's on the the sea hag you're thinking of. This big curl at the toward the back of Anna Willis's hairdo is called the whirlpool. Whirlpool. It's like the appliance company. It's a Whirlpool, and it's called Whirlpool because it looks like, I don't know, looks like a dishwasher, I guess. I don't know. Over here we have this little curl, and I've talked about it before. Does anybody remember the name of that curl? It comes in directly north of the last digit on these coins. There's your 4, and just north of there is where you'll find this curl. And that one is actually a key date. It's not a key date. It's a high point. Maybe I need to go to Rehab. I'll tell you. It's a high point on the coin. The cheek is a high point. The hair at the ear is a high point. The hair at the forehead is a high point, and part of the hat is a high point. This is the high point on the low end of the coin, and it is called, well, I'll tell you, it's called the bear claw. And you can see it does kind of look like claws. You might want to call it the major bear claw, because inside the whirlpool, right up here, wherever it is, inside the whirlpool, there's the whirlpool. Another bear claw. So you can think of it as Ursa Major and Ursa Minor, because it's the big bear claw and the little bear claw. You can kind of see them both right there. But that's just for your enjoyment there. No extra charge on those. Let's take a look at the reverse up close, since we've got our USB microscope set so closely. Looks like a clash right there. That is a clash right there by the berries and the wreath, near the end of the wreath. That's a clash. There is a group of, there's a little some sort of a carbon stain or some sort of a black spot there. Little one. Wing looks real good. Contact mark right there. That's obviously another dollar has banged into it somewhere along the way. Looks like a clash there underneath the N. Is it? No. Yeah, maybe so. It's a strange, it's a suspicious looking mark there. Looks like probably a clash. And a little bit weak right there. And a little bit weak right there. A lot of the New Orleans coins have weakness in the strike. Although this one being an 84, the 84s are not particularly weak. They're usually pretty decent. You see the really weak ones. Always take a look in the ear there. Sometimes they're doubled in the ear. The really weak ones are in the 1890s, particularly the early 1890s. Those New Orleans coins. I did a show one time called "Do You Know What It Means to Grade Miss New Orleans?" And yeah, check that out. You can hear some really bad sax playing on that one, which Hoogie used to play the sax. I don't play anymore. Alright, let's drop it down here where you guys can see it. So we took a pretty close look at that. Oh, while we have our our USB scope is way up in the air, I'm gonna put that 1894. See, can you see it? Yeah, yeah. Put the 1894 up here on the USB scope. For the business strikes of this coin, there's really only a single pair of dies. They only made 110,000, right? So it's really only one pair of dies, and so we can check the die markers. That's pretty close. We can almost see it there. I'm looking in between the lips. She has like what looks like whale teeth. You know, those whales that have like lines where they should have teeth because they don't eat anything but like plankton or something. Ooh, I'm about to drop it. I'm about to slide it all the way off from this high perch. And it's a real high magnification. There we go. You can kind of see in between there. It's not teeth. It's those are scratches that were on the die before they hubbed it. It had those lines on it. Now this is an extra fine 40, and so the lines are a little bit tough to see, but they're there. And also in her nose, what I call the nose hair pickup point. There's some die scratches in her nose too that actually look kind of like nose hair. But that again is the 1894 Philly coin. A couple of pickup points on there. Up here in the incuse lettering of Liberty. There's also some little scratches that you can't even see on this. Holy smokes. Well, there's little diagonal scratches that were on the die before it was hubbed, and you can see them with the eye, but you can't see them here. Right there through the T, particularly in Liberty, is where they show up. But anyway, you get the idea on that one. That's a really special coin there. That one's, you know, like I say, it's worth a lot of money. But we keep that one locked up tight. Now I'm gonna take a look at something here. Let's see what we got. Oh yeah, we're just loaded with people. We got 3 people. So not a lot of competition today, huh? That being the case, I'll tell you what. Let's do this. You've seen the coin. You've seen the coin, and you may have learned something already today. I hope you did. Let me go back to here. Yes, yes. All right. So there we have our 2 configurations, and then here's this one. All right. First one to tell me what that major curl is called wins the coin. Go. The major curl, not the little small bear claw in the middle of it, but the major one on the outside. We just talked about it a second ago. And it takes a second for the stream to come up. And Steve looking for silver. Well, Steve, look no more. You have won the mint state condition 1884 uncirculated gal from New Orleans. So you know that's a special and rare thing. I'll put it down here down low so you can admire this. Now Steve, I'm gonna might probably just type in my email so you can send me your address and claim ye prize. And I got to reset this. Wow. And you guys hit. There it is. It fell off of my lofty perch. I put the microscope way up high so I can get this shot right here of these big coins, and I knocked it off. Good thing my cranberry juice wasn't over there. Golly. Then we would have a mess. So there we have it. I'm going to put my, just in case my email didn't end up where it's supposed to be, I got yeah, there's a dot in there, cartwrights.vest@gmail.com. That's my email right there. So Steve looking for silver, send me an email, include your address, and you never know, from the hobby shop you may get something a little extra in there. So congratulations to Steve looking for silver. And it's hard for me to get used to this little setup here on YouTube now. So anyway, hope everyone is well, and we'll look for you guys on the tube. And like I say, the community rainy day fund is the email's over here. Community rainy day fund at yahoo.com. You can donate anytime. Check out Phil this afternoon. Yesterday he went on at 4 o'clock. I don't know what time. 4 o'clock Eastern. He's in the Eastern time zone. And I don't know what time he's going to go on today, but he's going to do some more auctions today. Except the Michael Mullins learned a few things today. Good. That's what we're here for, to teach what we can, have a little fun, and and also demonstrate some very high quality video taking skills, huh? And anyway, there's Hidden Numismatist. Hidden, you just missed the giveaway. There's Bill 457. I think I saw you earlier. But yeah, Steve looking for silver has won the prize. It was a 1884 Morgan silver dollar, and it is a beauty. Sorry you didn't get in on that one, but like I say, it comes in at about MS 62, so that's a pretty darn nice coin. Now that's going to do it for today's rendition of the hobby shop. Gare, if you're out there listening, I hadn't forgot about you. The thing is made. I just got to get it to the engraver. What can I say? Those kind of projects too have been put on the back burner. I've been working on this kitchen for Mrs. Hoogie, and the kitchen is now winding down. No, Bill, no CC this time. We'll take that under advisement maybe for another day. But don't think I have a spare Carson City to do any giveaway just yet. So anyway, we'll see you guys over at Phil's. I'm Hoogie. This has been the Hobby Shop. And Hidden, you'll be glad too that you missed my guitar playing. If you go back and watch the replay, you may want to just fast forward through that part. Anyway, we'll see you hares next time. I may actually include the origin of the word hares, so you don't want to miss that. Anyway, like I say, I'm Hoogie. This is the Hobby Shop. Listen to my brother play the guitar.